Welcome to the Nutley Cisco Academy. Today's presentation is on static routes, IPv4 and IPv6, and their examples.
What are static routes? By definition, a static route is the pathway between various networking devices. Some facets about static routes include that they require to be manually configured if any changes in the topology occur. Next, static routes give information or data in the form of packets to the router. Some advantages or benefits include that they are secure and resource efficient because there are no advertisements sent. Less traffic, making them more resource efficient. And there's a less effort put on the CPU because the load is much smaller, and there's no need for extra resources. The bandwidth is less compared to a dynamic protocol. Some disadvantage is that the static routes are not automatically configured because they have to be manually configured. They're very hard to manage in large networks and can be time consuming, which is why they're most of the time implemented on smaller networks. Types of static routes are static route, which can be configured to get to a certain remote network, and the code that is used is S. And a default route is where there's no certain point of destination. Therefore, the default route provides an exit point.
So what is an IPv4 route? Well, in short, it is a 32-bit internet protocol address and is used for passing on packets between networks. There are a variety of dynamic IPv4 routing protocols such as EIGRP, OSPF, ISIS, and RIP. There are many advantages and disadvantages in an IPv4 protocol. Advantages of IPv4 routing are that it is secured with encryption, which makes it trustworthy. It is also flexible on multiple ports. Disadvantages of IPv4 routing is that there's a limited space and shortage of IP addresses. The compatibility of IPv4 routing is less than IPv6 routing because with more connections with devices, it leads to more concentration between the devices.
IPv6 routing. IPv6 is a 128-bit IP address and a recent component of Internet protocols. It allows information to be exchanged throughout networks. IPv6 also uses hexadecimal. It provides a large amount of addresses as there are many possible combinations. Depending on the network standards and changes, it can be configured automatically. Some advantages would be that the number of bits are maximized as they're sent. The sender also has the ability to divide data into numerous packets. It's more effective than IPv4 because it's also newer and often has more capabilities. And then the disadvantages would be that IPv4 devices aren't able to be connected to IPv6, and due to the wide amount of addresses used, there's a chance that there will be addresses with addresses unused.
When using IPv4 and IPv6 routes, there are different commands for static and default routes. On the side, it shows the different commands used for different routes. Knowing these commands are crucial because they lead to better management and organization.
Here are the questions. And here are the answers. If you liked our presentation, please like and subscribe.